Good morning, guys. This your girl Hannah B. I am back off of vacation. Today is Wednesday, June 8th, 2026. Yes, guys, I am back off of vacation. I took a week off for 4th of July. Did I say June? I meant to say July 8th, guys. Listen, I had so much fun. I'm forgetting all about the dang old month. I went a whole month back. This July, guys. Anyway, I had a great time on vacation. We left Thursday. We got down there late Thursday night. So we kind of just, grabbed something to eat, went and checked in, and just kind of ate food and kind of chill out at the room, get some rest. We have a timeshare, so we always use our timeshare. We went to Orlando or Kissimmee, which is 45 minutes from Orlando. And this is resort, we go there at least once a year, and sometimes twice a year. Because Orlando just has so much to do. Especially, with us, because we always pick like one thing to do while they're there. Maybe two things, it just kind of depends. So this resort is beautiful. I mean, it's several hundred acres. I mean, they have 5 pools, 5 game rooms, golf course all throughout the resort. They have a bowling alley, a movie theater, putt-putt golf, playground for the kids. They have a makeshift beach where you can go jet skiing, paddle boarding. They just have so much to offer. They have restaurants, bars. I think they even have a casino on that resort. So it's just always a lot to do. You really don't have to leave the resort because really a lot of everything that you would want to do is at the resort. But anyway, so so like I said, Thursday we got rest. Friday we got up. We kind of just chilled out. I cooked breakfast. This resort has a full kitchen, washer, dryer. We had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, pull-out sofa. And so I got up, I cooked us breakfast. We kind of just chilled until time for us to go to Aquatica. We did the glow party night at Aquatica, which started at 8, but you can get there early at 4. So we got there around 4:30. And we spent the whole time at Aquatica up until they closed at 11. We had so much fun. I mean, the lazy river don't owe me anything at Aquatica. The rides didn't owe us anything. My son had a great time. We all had a great time. Saturday, we did the pool because it rained the whole week that we were there, but it rained more towards the afternoon hours, like 5 o'clock, 4, 5 o'clock. It even rained once we got to Aquatica. We got a chance to do one ride. It rained, and maybe about 30 minutes later, it stopped, so we could have continued on with our night. Saturday, we went and spent the day to the pool. Started raining, like I said, around 4. It seemed to started raining every day around 4. So we kind of went back to we went to the store, the Publix. They have a Publix on site also, guys. They have a Publix on site. So we went to Publix. We got some stuff to make for lunch. Well, no, I lied. Saturday was 4th of July, so we went and we got stuff to cook on the grill. That's how that went. So we went, we got some chicken, we got some hamburgers, we got ribs. We bought some potato salad from Publix. I made some green beans, some meatballs, and we put some food on the grill. We had some friends that came for the weekend. They live in Palm Bay, Florida. So they drove up on Saturday, early Saturday, and they left like Monday. So we cooked out on the grill, took everything to the room, and we kind of just, ate, played music. My son likes to play a lot of board games, so we played board games, Connect 4, Jenga, that type of stuff like that. And then Sunday, same thing, spent the day at the pool, went back to the room, and we went out to eat Sunday night. We went to Texas Roadhouse. On Sundays, kids eat free, so we went, got dinner, got a couple of drinks there, went back to the room and just kind of, had a little movie night. And then Monday, we visited the pool again. So each day we went to a different pool. We didn't get to do all 5, but we did the 3 biggest pools that they have. The first one had like a lazy river. They had a bunch of slides. They just had a lot for the kids. The second pool had a few slides, no lazy river, but it was huge. And then the third pool was more towards where you check in at. That one had a big pool, and then they had the beach at that one. Then they also had a movie night on Sunday night. So we went to the movie night on Sunday night. Monday, pool day. Went back to the room, just kind of chilled out. We cooked dinner. We roasted some pork chops and, little mashed potato, little vegetable. Got up Tuesday, checked out, and came back. So we got back around about 6 o'clock Tuesday. It was great, guys. It was great. I wanted to more relax than, do a lot of the parks like Walt Disney, and we already went to SeaWorld. We've been to Universal. We really have been to all the parks except for Magic Kingdom. We've never been to Volcano Bay, and we've never been to Animal Kingdom. So those three we have not been to yet. So like I said, I try to do like one thing while we're on vacation. I try not to spend like a lot of money on those type of things like that, because we go to Orlando so much. And so we also took the kids to the Science Museum on Monday afternoon. They got a Science Museum. It's $5, and we took them there that afternoon on Monday. So anyway, we got back, kind of unpacked. I cooked dinner last night, kind of just chilled out, and got a text on my way back on Monday, let me know that I had, some jobs already lined up for the day. I missed my round trip. I missed my round trip on Monday. I hate that, because that pays me $400 for that round trip. Somebody else had to end up doing it. She just wanted me to kind of walk the person that was doing it through the procedure. So right now, I already did the pickups for these two jobs that I have today. I have some transcripts here, going to the courthouse in Walterboro, and then I got a case of meat back there that's going to Beaufort. So right now we're on the way to the courthouse. We should be there maybe 15 minutes. So yeah, so anyway, like if I was on my job, like I told you guys before, hospitality, been in that business for about over 30 years. I've been in hospitality, and normally holidays in Charleston, it's hard to take a vacation around holidays, because Charleston is such a tourist town, being that it's summertime. Normally when you work at a restaurant, you work in a hotel, anything that's hospitality related, it's hard to take vacations in the summer. It's hard to take vacations any holiday, because you have tourists always in town and it's always busy. You need all hands on deck, so it's hard to do that. Being that I am independent contractor and I work for myself, I can pick and choose when I want to be off. Normally, since I've been in this business, holidays aren't great for couriers. I mean, medical couriers, the courthouses are closed, law offices are closed, a lot of the doctors, they take vacation. So for the type of deliveries that I do, a lot of things are closed. So that's why I choose to take that week off, because it would have been slow. It would have been nothing going on. It would have been dead. So I just choose to take that off. Now, if you're doing Uber Eats, or DoorDash, Grubhub, any catering, delivery type apps, you're going to be busy. I mean, especially at night. You definitely were going to be busy. You know what I mean? So if I was not on vacation, I stayed home, I would have been doing, Walmart Spark. I would have been doing the food delivery apps and stuff like that, because, people, they cooked out, but a lot of people went out, and when they got home, they didn't want that food. They want something different. So I'm thinking that those type of apps, were pretty busy. But for me, I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna just take it off. I'm gonna just be off and relax and enjoy until the next time. So I've already had, I already have all my trips already booked up for the rest of the year. What I normally do is, I normally don't take a vacation early part of the year, except for in January, because my birthday in January. But I normally take like a short vacation. I take like the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's it. And then I grind it on out. This is the first year that I took a vacation in July. Since I started in this business, the first 2 years, I really couldn't take a vacation at all for the first 2 years, like at all. I did for my son's birthday, because he's a kid, he don't know any different. They just know it's their birthday, they want to do something. But as far as anything else, I didn't take a vacation. My spouse didn't take a vacation. We kind of just grinded out for the first 2 years. Now things are better financially. You know, I paid off like 80% of my debt is paid off. By the end of this year, I'll be totally debt free. So next year, you know, everything will be like household bills. I won't have any outside bills, and I can actually just start, you know, investing in the things that I want to invest in. I can start putting money into my high yield savings account that I'm about to open. You know, I can start investing in stocks and stuff like that, and start making some passive income. So, but like I said, I already have some trips already planned. I got a trip in September, my son's birthday. I'm taking a cruise in November, and then we're going for 2 weeks in the end of December into the new year. So I'm going to that's probably going to be the routine. Grind out the first, you know, 6 months, take that vacation for the 4th, grind out again till September, and then vacation after that. But yeah, that's kind of it, you know what I mean? So like I said, like I love working for myself. And I kind of take off when I want to take off. I can work when I want to work. I know how much money I need to make a day, how much money I need to make a week. So, you know, it's like, you know, I can kind of say, well, I made this amount of money Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, I'm not going to work Saturday. Or I might not going to work Friday and Saturday. Just kind of, you know, depends on how the money is coming in. Or I might just still work and make extra money, because that extra money could actually help pay off my debt faster. So just because I made my quota for the week, just say Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I may still work and maybe a half a day, because that extra money pays off my debt, or extra money can go to my savings account. And then I also have a Christmas account, so I can put extra money to my Christmas account. And I use my Christmas account for my 2-week vacation. That money pays for that. And, you know, Christmas gifts, stuff like that, whatever we need for Christmas, that money pays for that. So that's kind of it. You know, for some people that's working a 9 to 5, you got vacation time, you know, you can take a vacation, but it just kind of depends on the industry you're in, whether you can take it around holiday time or not. You know, I don't think have enough people that you're going to be able to do it. You have people to cover you or whatever the case may be. But anyway, I'm not trying to make this video long. We're about to be at the courthouse. I'm just going to show that. Once we get to Buford to drop this case of meat off, we'll show that, and then that's kind of it for the video. Don't want a long video today. Alright guys, we're here at the courthouse. Let me go take this in. I don't have to return it back to the law office. I have envelopes in it to mail it back to them. So, drop this off. Be right back out. Alright guys, I already dropped that off. We are going to Buford now. It's 52 miles from where I'm at. I drove 45 miles from North Charleston to Walterboro. It's 2 different clients, so I won't get paid like that. This right here, like I said, is 45 miles. I get paid separately for that. The second one was a total of 83 miles, and I'll get paid, you know, separately from that, because it's two different clients. Oh, I don't think I showed you guys what I picked up earlier today. So let me show you guys what I picked up. So this is what I picked up. Boxed a whole case of meat, 48 pounds. So we need to go drop this off. But like I said, it's 52 miles from this courthouse to this next drop off. So let's go ahead and get this going. And then I have a new company that I want to let you guys know about that is mostly in the south, north, and east, and Midwest, from like Texas up to maybe, I think it's like Chicago, Illinois area on to the east. I'll let you guys know about that later. Alright guys, I am here in Buford. I'm on Kalawasi Island. I don't know if I'm going to a house or if I'm going to a restaurant back here. I don't know where I'm going. Right now it's going to take me like 8 minutes to get there. I just wanted you guys to kind of see the view once I came through the security gate. Look at some of these houses back here. These people gotta have a lot of money back up in this camp. I think there's some sort of a resort or something back here probably, I don't know. Never been back here before. So we're going to see. That's a kayak dock. I guess I go kayaking over there. Of course, you know they got a golf course back up in here. You know that. Gotta have golf course on these resorts back here. Okay, I don't know where I'm going back here, man. This thing is like deep in the woods back here. I'm gonna go inside this place and see exactly where I need to be. I do not know. Just let me run in here right quick and see if this is the place. This might be it. See Amazon orders and stuff. It might be. Let's check it out. Alright, I try to find somebody. See if I gotta take this meat at. Alright, let me grab this box out of here. Alright guys, I was at the right place. He just told me, the guy in the kitchen, he told me that the next time to hit this, I'm gonna see what this, in case I have to ever come back here again. He told me to hook the first right, come around the back to the kitchen and do like the back door. I kind of like went through the front and look at this. This is beautiful. Look at all this. Look at the scenery over here. Look at all of that, man. For real. That's nice. But that and come back to the back door. I told him I never been back here before. I didn't know. And yeah, this is a resort. This area where I'm at has like a restaurant, got like a post office, sports complex. They have a horse stable back here. And the sign that I came through to get back here, they say for private members only. So and it has a lot of houses back up in here too. So I'm assuming that it's only for private members that own houses back here. But yeah, I'm back up in the woods back here. Really, really back up in the woods. Guys, I love horses. I love horses. Look at them. Beautiful horses. But yeah, so I got 88 miles to get back home, guys. It is right now, it's 12:50. I should be home around, I'll say 2:30. I should be home around 2:30. It's gonna turn on Spark, see if anything different from how I left it last week. See if anything is better than last week. See what's gonna go on, or maybe I'll see what's going on as far as airspace or curry, anything like that I can do. Yeah, one thing I did notice about being in Kissimmee. Kissimmee, like I said, is 45 minutes from Orlando. So it's like on the outskirts. Orlando has 20 Walmarts, but where I was at only had 2. And Roadie, it wasn't really much Roadie where I was at, but it was a lot of Roadies in Orlando. And the rates were way much better than it is here where I'm at now, here at home. And I did get an airspace that was picking up in Orlando going to Miami, but I wasn't there to work. But if I was there to work, it paid great. It was $800 and something. So the pay was great, but I wasn't there to work. So anyway, and I did turn on Spark. I looked at a couple of roadies, but Spark, like I said, the Walmart, it was two, and they were like really, one was to the east, one was to the west. So it was kind of far away from where I was at the resort. And coming out from the resort, it takes at least 15 minutes to get out of that resort because it's so huge. So it takes about 15 minutes to get, from back there and to try to get to the Walmart. So I just kind of wanted to see if anything would have popped up. Not really much popped up. But I think if I wanted to work, I would have to actually go to Orlando. I would have to go to Orlando. I could not do it from Kissimmee at all. But yeah, that's it for this video. Oh yeah, the two companies that I wanted to kind of tell you guys about was called Fair Logistics. F-A-I-R Logistics. And like I said, when I checked, they were more north, southeast. And they had some opportunities in the Midwest. Well, I wouldn't say Midwest. It was more mid-north, mid-south. I'll say like that. And then there's also, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this one. It's called Jump Logistics. And Jump Logistics they're all over the place. They're not in South Carolina, but they're in a lot of the main cities, main states. So Jump Logistics, they do a lot of medical carrier runs. They really do a lot of different stuff, but they really, head more towards the medical. So guys, check those two out. Do your due diligence, Google it, do the research for yourself, check it out. And that's it for this. Heading on back home. See what else I can get into for today. Back to work. I'm working this whole week. I'm working Saturday too, because I missed Monday and Tuesday. So I'm going to be working this whole week. I need to make my quota. All right, guys. Have a blessed and prosperous day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.